Now Deontay Wilder has to become a bigger name before I think about getting in the ring with him. The irony of that is before Tyson Fury, he was clowning Anthony Joshua for not getting in the ring with Deontay Wilder and using similar type of excuses. Now we have Tyson Fury making those same excuses, and it doesn't really make any sense at all because he already got in the ring with Wilder. But with that being said, Eddie Hearn, he also said that he believes it's easier to make a Wilder fight at this point than it would be to make an Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight. You know, I've been telling you guys since day one that I never thought this had anything to do with Eddie Hearn stopping this fight from happening. I've always believed that it was Anthony Joshua that did not want this fight. I told you guys on many videos. 2 years ago when Wilder was aggressively calling out AJ, Eddie Hearn had came out and he said, that's the fight we want. Anthony Joshua would knock out Wilder in 3 rounds. 2 days or a couple days after Eddie Hearn said that, AJ, he came out and he said something that was the polar opposite. He basically said, look, I'm not going to be rushed into fighting against Deontay Wilder. You know, it took me a while to get to where I am. He talked about how Wilder had more experience than he did and he wasn't going to be pressured into taking the fight. This is the heavyweight champion of the world saying this. This is not some prospect with 10 fights. This is the heavyweight champion of the world saying this. There's an interview I have up on my channel with Eddie Hearn that I did a couple days ago, where Eddie Hearn, and this is not the first time Eddie said this, Eddie Hearn said, look, man, when you have a fighter, they pick, at the end of the day, they pick who they want to fight. We can't just tell them, you're fighting against this guy. They have to have a say-so in the matter, right? And this is something that I've been telling you guys for the longest. The only times a fighter has more of a say-so in the matter is when these fighters are prospects. Once again, when they're like 5-0, 6-0. But once you get on AJ's level, Deontay Wilder's level, Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, once you get on that level, the fighters are picking who they want to fight. Yeah, your promoter, he may give you options and put them on a table, but it's the fighter that makes the final decision. With all that being said, I believe the pressure is really getting to Anthony Joshua, and that's the reason why we have more of a chance of seeing this fight now between Joshua and Deontay Wilder. I mean, you have Anthony Joshua's own countrymen that are putting pressure on him. You have reporters that are putting pressure on AJ. You have countrymen, former champions like Lennox Lewis, Carl Froch. They're all blaming this on Team Joshua. You know it looks bad for Anthony Joshua if his own country is agreeing with Team Wilder when it comes to who's to blame for this fight not coming to fruition. So I believe Anthony Joshua is thinking about all of this, but he has to get past a very dangerous Gerald Big Baby Miller, because I believe that is truly a 50-50 fight, because Miller has a style to give AJ all types of problems. I always go back to the Carlos Takam fight. The Carlos Takam fight and even the Povetkin fight. Those two fighters, they put a lot of pressure on Anthony Joshua. But Carlos Takam was really starting to wear down Anthony Joshua. And Carlos is nowhere near as big or as skilled as a Big Baby Miller. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out if he gets past Big Baby Miller. But yeah, there's a very good chance that we may actually get this fight now. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's see how AJ does against Miller. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.